Hello there, welcome back to Scripting with Gavin, and for this video I'm just gonna go over uh, something I did in my FPS game here that I wanted to share. So basically what I was doing before was I had a VC handler, and it made everything uh, everything for the players, like the voice chats, it made the audio out or audio device output uh or audio output thingy, whatever it's called, uh on the server. Like, it made everything on the server, so all the wires and the output and the analyzer and the volume fader or whatever it's called. And I don't that's probably not good practice, I don't think. Well, I didn't think it was. I don't know if it is or not, but what I decided is that if there is something I can do on the client instead of the server, then I should probably do it, because that removes uh, things that the server has to do so it can focus on running the actually important stuff that only it can do. So what I did was I basically limited this to the server only making the audio device input, because I think that's like the only way you can get players' voices. Like, if you make this thing on the client, I think it would only get your voice, if anything. And I hope that's how Roblox, well, I hope Roblox did it so that you can't access other people's voices from your client, because that would be bad. Uh, like, imagine you are muted and it just another player could access what you're saying because you had a mic, and they could put a device input on your client and just get your voice from it. Uh, but yeah, so I made this on the server, and you can also set the access type on the server that the client can't change, and basically sets uh what players are allowed to hear whatever is coming from this audio device input, which is very good. So that means that even if this thing is made on the server so all clients can access it, not every client can actually get the uh, voice or the input unless it's allowed by the server. And that's safe, that's secure. So on the client side, let's see, where's the client? It's right here. So on the client side, I made all, well, first it gets the input on the server, and this basically, it runs for every player that exists and every player that joins. So it gets the audio device input, or it waits for it, and once it has it, it makes the audio fader, the audio analyzer, it wires everything up, and it also, I don't, yeah, I think this works, but basically, when the input is destroyed on the, well, if something created by the server is destroyed, then it replicates to the client. But if something is made on the server and then you make something on the client and put it inside the thing that's made on the server, then when the server, when the thing on the server is destroyed, the stuff inside it will still exist instead of being destroyed with it. And that's not good. So we gotta check for that and then destroy whatever we put inside it, because otherwise it would cause a data leak or whatever. I think that's what it's called. And a data leak is basically, oh, not a data leak, a memory leak. That sounds more right. And basically a memory leak is when you like use memory to do something but don't free it up. So over time the memory that isn't freed builds up and like it can like crash servers and stuff. But in this case it's, let's say we didn't destroy the things we made every time a input was destroyed. So the stuff we made on the client would still exist. And then let's say another player joins and leaves, then there would be even more stuff. And it just keeps adding and adding on until we don't have any more free data left to use. So that's why we free up the data by destroying the stuff. And yeah, so I made everything on the client and I just edited some stuff here so it knows it's on the client now. And also did this cool thing where oh yeah, I had this problem where apparently one input can't have multiple audio analyzers attached to it. I don't know if this is exactly true, but through my testing that's what I've deduced. And that was bad for me because I wanted one audio analyzer for the other players to like see that you're speaking, and then another one for you to see that you're speaking as well. And like you'd usually have yourself muted, so the audio analyzer wouldn't like trigger or something. But basically what I did is I set I connected the one analyzer directly to the player's mic input, and that detects what you're saying. And then I set the volume slider for yourself to 0, and in here I think it checks like if the or maybe here, well, if it's basically if the thing is muted and if the mic or if the the player is muted and you are the player, like the player is you, it's supposed to be muted. So it'll check if you're the player, and like it'll show like the speaking icon even though you can't hear yourself, because you want to know when when people are supposed to be able to hear you. But if on other people that you have muted on purpose, it won't show their speaking icon. So yeah, that was probably way more complicated to explain than it should have been, but I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, I completed my goal with that. So everything that should be on the client is on the client, and I solved my problem with the audio analyzers. So yeah, it's pretty cool.